Hello, this is Keith George, and I wanted to do a quick little screencast demonstrating a professional development use of Edmodo that I've been working on, and it's actually a pretty simple idea. I wanted to do a book study for professional development for technology coaches, instructional technology coaches. And so what I did is just very roughly, I created a simple group, and of course you can do that by creating a group and selecting all of the specifics of it. When it's professional development, you always use the category professional development. And I always like to put it as either higher education or at least grade 12, simply because that will allow you to use the join URL a little bit easier for the teachers to verify themselves. But I just gave it a simple little name, Tech Coaching Book Study. And you see I use higher education and professional development. And then I just went in and added a few things. So I scrolled down to the bottom of the group so that you can see the kinds of things I added. First, I added, if it's available, a digital copy of the book that they're going to be reading. And in this case, that's the Technology, Coaching, and Community White Paper published by ISTE, the International Society for Technology and Education. And so I put the resource in there, and then I created an assignment for their initial read, and just a quick little description, the pages they should read, and for them to provide a short reflection. So when they go to turn that in, it will allow them to provide a little reflection. And that way you can keep your book study members on track with what pages you're going to read. And then you can also add things like, I added a simple little one-question quiz. And of course, when I'm actually doing this, I probably would have a couple of more questions for that. And the quizzes will go down as being graded simply because I think people pay a little bit more attention to things when they think it's going to be graded. Of course, this isn't used for evaluation or assessment or anything like that. It's just kind of to keep your book study members on track. Now, of course, you could add a lot of other features as well. You could add a poll. Simply say something like, how many tech coaches are in your building? And you could add some choices. And then you could make sure that Tech Coaching Book Study is selected and send that out. And it's going to add a poll that your members can participate in. So we're not really using any innovative features of Edmodo. It's just more of an innovative use of it to run a professional development book study for, in this case, technology coaches, but of course it can be on any subject. You can invite the group members, of course, with the group code or with the URL, which may be a little bit easier. And there are a lot of things you can do. Assignments could include reflections, could include how this applies to this particular individual, how they might use something that they learn, examples of how they implement the same strategy that was mentioned in the book, things like that. Of course, quizzes can be simple little multiple choice. It could be any number of the available Edmodo quiz options. But again, I use quizzes, even though it's not really used for assessment. I will use them simply because I think it makes the participants think a little deeper. But of course, you could just use it as a poll just to gather opinions and things like that. Snapshot really doesn't apply because this isn't dealing with standards per se, because you are doing professional development. But even so, you can add additional resources in the folder, related articles or handouts and worksheets, things like that, the handouts that might go along with the book. But Edmodo is a great tool for running a book study because it is so flexible. It allows for that ongoing discussion and provides a lot of tools for engagement. So I would like for you to consider using Edmodo for your next professional development book study. Thanks so much.